The recent earthquake in central Myanmar has left a deep mark on the region, shaking everything from century-old religious monuments to modern multi-story buildings.
Yeah, it's truly devastating. The quake measured a solid 7.7, and just minutes later, an aftershock hit at 6.7, amplifying the chaos.
Exactly, and what's really striking is that the impact wasn't confined just to Myanmar. Even in Bangkok, Thailand, a 33-story building under construction collapsed, which is quite unexpected.
Right, and the collapse in Bangkok, where the workers were building a government structure, really underscores how no infrastructure is truly safe.
And speaking of safety, the death toll estimates are sobering. Some models, like the one from the US Geological Survey, suggest that casualties could easily break past 10,000 because of the dense population and vulnerable buildings near Mandalay.
That's intense. Though the military government's count was lower in a few cities, the potential for a much higher toll is pretty alarming, isn't it?
Absolutely. The initial figures reported, like 144 fatalities and 732 injuries in a few urban centers, are just the beginning, considering Mandalay's 1.5 million residents are so close to the epicenter.
Yep, I get that. But isn't there a risk that the official numbers might give a false sense of security? They might not capture the full extent of the destruction.
That's a valid critique. The official counts are really preliminary and likely underestimate the nightmare unfolding near the epicenter. It's like trying to gauge a forest fire by looking at just one burning tree.
Exactly. And the fact that this is only the third quake of this magnitude in the region in a century shows just how unprepared these areas might be for such massive events.
Right, and the timing doesn't help either. Striking around 12:50 p.m. local time meant many people were caught off guard, with buildings collapsing and roads gouged open.
Yeah. Which makes you wonder about the existing building codes and emergency preparedness protocols, especially in places already dealing with civil unrest like Myanmar.
Exactly, it's a wake-up call. The quake's ferocity, coupled with centuries-old structures and ongoing conflict, makes for a recipe of catastrophic impact. You know, it's like a perfect storm of vulnerabilities.
And let's not forget the cultural heritage at risk. Those ancient monuments aren't just buildings. They're a part of the community's identity.
Precisely. Losing such heritage is a loss for the entire community, not just in the immediate aftermath, but for generations to come.
So then, thinking ahead, what kind of changes or improvements do you think these regions need to see?
Well, it's clear that stricter building regulations and enhanced emergency response